Hello there. I am completely distraught over what should be a beautiful relationship. We have been together for a year now, but it took some time for us to realize that we wanted the same thing. He was single for the first time in a long time and wanted to experience life as a single and free man, and I came along and we hit it off so much that we gave it a go. Over the year, he has expressed his want and needs for being free, and I have given him the option to do that. He has hooked up with 2 others over the year and it hurt me greatly, but they were drunken hookups and he felt pretty shitty afterwards. And I was like, well, we aren't a real relationship and we are getting to know each other, so it is what it is. In the meantime, I have been introduced to all of his loved ones and he has shown in many ways that he cares very deeply for me. Now, 1 year in and he wants just me. He is happy with me. He has said he loves me. I believe him. His actions towards me are just lovely. Issue is this: when he drinks heavily, which is not often at all but once every so, he gets very handsy with an old friend of his who is also in our friend circle. And she does the same. This happened when we met and during our first year, and it has happened again after we decided to commit fully. It starts as flirty hugs and more hugs, then a hug from behind and lingering for minutes like that, then what becomes almost groping. But just as that is about to occur, one of them looks around in their drunken state and realizes I am like right there. And it is over. Hands dropped. They are both so shit-faced that they have their goggles on, but not too shit-faced to do that final look around to see if anyone notices. I know if I were not there, it would have continued because they had been intimate before I came into the picture. I've spoken to them both. He has been honest and admitted he'd like to finally have sex with her since it didn't happen when they were both single and before I showed up. She said, "Ew, God no. We are like family." I have not been accusatory at all because this is 3 times now and they both know I am telling the truth when I said, "Look, this makes me uncomfortable. This is what I saw and I don't like it." I don't yell, scream or wag a finger, but rather I talk it through with honesty, and I imagine some pain in my heart and in my eyes. Both have admitted to having hooked up before I came in the picture. One has admitted to still wanting her, although it would mean nothing because it would just be sex since they are not a compatible couple. She has said she would never hook up. I believe he's being the honest one, but who cares? It doesn't matter. The damage is done. I am trying to get through this. They didn't cheat on me with kissing and sex. But I saw it unfold 3 times when I was the sober one in the room, party, or the bar, and I can't shaky off the image. I can't seem to move on. When they are sober, we all hang out and it's lovely. I hate that I get jealous. I don't see myself as jealous or controlling, so I ran this by my boyfriend's brother, whom I am very close with. And he has also said the same. He has seen the chemistry and actions between them when they are both drunk. He said that if he was me he would have left a long time ago because it's hard to be with someone who is still friends with a girl who he once hooked up with and has unfinished business with. He said it would be painful, since his brother has never been happier until he met me and is deeply in love. He said he believes the simple solution is his brother should stop the drinking. He is to maybe talk to them both again together. Though he said, since he knows the girl, she will be defensive and will deny the feelings. I can tell them to keep stopping. Will that be fair to him? He is going to not drink like that around her. But it's not just about the drinking. It's about her also. And the personalities of both of them, and that even though I am the woman in his life and we have an extremely special and loving relationship, we have known each other for so long as friends and took this step a year ago romantically, and it's been lovely. The highs are so good, but when the lows happen, like the hookups he had when figuring out what he wanted, or in this circumstance, still being mutually groping with a friend of ours we see all the time socially, it's hurtful. He feels terrible and uncertain about what to say because he's being honest. He still wants her. But for sex. Not love. With me, he has the full package. He and I have a very adventurous and fulfilling sexual relationship, so he's not missing out on that. But she's tempting to him. Were I to mention this again to her, she would probably talk behind my back and tell others I am nuts or too jealous or crazy because she's like a sister to him. I don't want to be gaslit. I don't want to be jealous. There will be so many times he will go out in a group with her while I am home with my daughter or my work. I can't join on everything, although often I do. And even when there, it is like in my face. Breaking up with a great man in all circumstances sucks. Were my timing better and he had his closure with her before me, I'd not have this in my face. But I don't know how to keep going in this when the imagery and pain is just too much for me. It sucks to end it with someone who is honest and telling me how he feels. Couples face temptations all the time and here we are, talking about it. And he and I want to work it through. Yet, if it was me and I was drunk and with a man I have not had closure with, there were a few I had before I met him and I, too, wonder the what if as most would, I have not acted upon it. I have had opportunity for lots of things including being handsy and gropey when drunk with them as friends but I don't do a thing. All I have thought of was my boyfriend and how much more I want him in all ways. What would you do in my case? He will probably do the cutting back on drinking but until next time, when I pace the floor until 3 a.m. when I am not with the group of friends or until next time when we are in Atlantic City or some trip together and I see that happening again. I feel so hurt. So disappointed. This really should be a lovely relationship but this one person/one thing is really a huge wall for me now. I never mind the gal pals as I have mostly male friends. But this one is just too intense for me. I would never say, stop being friends. Or, it's her or it's me. I feel like the decision is made. I am the right person at the wrong time. And it really hurts me to the core. And yet, if we break up, on account of her, it would be too painful to see social media posts of them out and about. It already hurts me to see her posts of them when we are out and about. They look like a couple in all of them. Face to face, cheek to cheek. And on one occasion a video dancing at a restaurant when I was home after working 20 hours. She has no photos of she and I. So her social media is her with him and him tagged. He doesn't post but it's uncomfortable to see those. So, do I have to keep seeing that, if we break up? I feel tortured in all ways here. And I've been a calm bystander for some time now. Where do I go from here? I told my boyfriend all of this the other night and he listened and acknowledged that I am correct in feeling as I do but that he really wants to come up with a resolution and work on himself and work on us, with me. He doesn't want to end something that is going in a beautiful direction over something so not worth it. He says I am worth doing the soul searching for and that she is not. I believe him. He's such an honest man and truthful. Again, he has never denied anything. We are almost too honest to a fault. Thanks for the advice. I feel like a basket case sometimes. Then I feel okay. I just shift here to there and everywhere as my brain and heart struggles to either work on this or walk away. What would you do?
Reply by Mel Davis 99. You don't have to put up with this kind of bullshit just to be in a relationship. Letting him hook up with other people the first year because he wanted to, even though it hurt you? That's bullshit. You don't have to accept anything that hurts you in a relationship. And now he's basically prodding you to get permission to have sex with his friend. And don't kid yourself, it wouldn't just be one time. You'd essentially be in an open relationship. I don't know why you've put up with this so far, but a talk isn't going to end it. And I don't know why you're so concerned with trying to be friendly with this other woman. Both of them are openly disrespecting your relationship. And there is no doubt in my mind that they have gone further when you're not around. It's only a matter of time before they start having sex. Plus, anyone who drinks heavily in their 40s is likely bad news anyway. This is not salvageable and I don't know why you've stuck with it so long. She is always going to be a part of the picture and they will always act like this. Cut your losses. Someone who is openly disrespectful to your relationship like this is not worth your time.
Reply by Love to Laugh a Lot 21. So you are telling us that your boyfriend who is in his 40s, gets shit-faced drunk and comes onto your friend? And now he says he wants to screw her? You don't deserve this. He is going to cheat, it's only a matter of time. Dump his fucked up ass and get therapy.
Reply by Snowflake Star 69. Speaking as a woman who was cheated on in a long-time marriage, I could not feel emotionally safe in a situation like yours. Kudos to him for being honest, but unless you are good with this situation it will chip away at you. I also find it manipulative to be honest that he loves you but also fantasizes about her, as this honesty will turn into an excuse if he does sleep with her. I told you I wanted to. If I am tempted by potato chips, I do not buy potato chips and have them around. He wants you, but he also wants the fantasy of wild sex with the friend, and he knows how it hurts you. Has he actually come up with a plan to see a therapist or suggest to the friend they need to change the way they interact, or to not interact for a while? Ultimately, if this makes you unhappy and stressed, you really need to choose yourself. Best of luck.
Reply by Calamity Jane 45. The friend knows exactly what she's doing and she's playing him. She likes the attention she gets from him and dangles the carrot by flirting, but has no intention of having sex with him, or it would have happened already. She probably loves it even more when you are around, cause it affirms for her that he's wrapped around her finger. The sad thing is that he's fallen for it, which is absolutely pathetic. He's holding out hope that one day he's going to win her over, but really he's just being used and manipulated to satisfy her ego. You seem like a totally rational, smart, level-headed woman. Why are you dating a loser?
What would your advice be in this situation? Please let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Consider subscribing and click on the notification bell so that we can give 40+ kind of advice with the added advantage of a single outlook. Also share with another 40+ so that we can grow this community. Much your love. V.